Apex made no mention of arenas in the Season 14 patch notes, but there are some changes which I figured out. So I'm going to tell you what Apex should have put in the patch notes. So let's begin with the map you're seeing right now. Overflow has returned and Encore is gone. So if you don't remember, Encore came a few seasons ago. I think it was like season 12. It was supposed to be where Seer trained to become the legend that he is, and the map was it's not one of my favorites. I didn't really play it for ranked. That and Drop Off has stayed, but Encore's gone and Overflow has returned. They got rid of Overflow midway last season at the start of Split 2, which made zero sense because they brought back Pie Crasher but got rid of Phase Runner, and then they brought back Phase Runner and got rid of Overflow. They didn't tell us, but figured it out. Right, let's have a look at the screen. We have the return of the Vault, since it's come back as floor loot, for 550. Along with that, we also have the return of the G7 Scout, starting with a 1x Hitchcock at 400. Another thing as well is the addition of laser sights. So if you didn't know, for SMGs and pistols, you now have laser sight because they have removed barrel stabilizers from pistols and SMGs, which feels weird. So now every time you upgrade, instead of having the barrel stabilizer, you will have a better laser sight. I've not played Overflow yet this season, so let's see how we do.
Charging my shields. Enemy field cracked. Reloading. I'm down. I've been down. Enemy taking. Knock down one more. Moving here. Charging my shields. Contact with target. Trying to stay here.
Oh, and just like that,
Motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
though we just miss Overflow, it's such a good map. But as you can see, as I'm upgrading right here, the laser sight does get added as well, all the way from grey to blue, and then all the way to purple as well, which is nice. Laser sights are still a good addition, but yeah, along with Overflow being added, it is also back in the ranked rotation. It's just a bit strange that Apex really didn't mention any of this, because there are changes, you know, like they could have easily just had a section where it said, hey, Overflow's back, Encore's gone, have fun, pog you. I think there will be some price changes in the future. Obviously, the EVA rate has been given a massive buff, and that currently now starts at 150. So if they keep that price for it, that would be very impressive. I would be quite surprised because of how big the buff is. I'm trying to think of some other guns as well. I think the Vault will stay the same price, like 550 is still expensive for a really good SMG. Obviously the Wingman has changed to sniper ammo. So when you go to Wingman now, you get the extended mag, and also when you get to the final one of purple, you will now get the Skull Piercer. The Skull Piercer has returned to Apex Legends, and the Skull Piercer is used for the Wingman. I was gonna say the Hemlock, but I don't think so. But it's also added to the 30-30 as well. So when you max out the 30-30 as well, you will get a Skull Piercer. But the main changes that Apex didn't mention are obviously the return of Overflow, getting rid of Encore, additional laser sights. I think in the future there will be some price changes. I think the main one is going to be the EVA rate 100%. They gave the EVA rate a massive nerf in price when Apex fully nerfed the gun. So with this buff, the EVA rate could return as meta, so they're probably going to increase the price maybe at a later date. And we win! Poggers! Let's go! Yeah, these are all the changes I can think of. Just with any new addition to attachments, so like for example the laser sight being added, skull piercer returning for set guns like skull piercer and double tap, they'll be given to the guns at max level. So there are all the changes to arenas. Only a few changes because they mainly look at price and they also look at bug fixes, but just talking about a map change and a few other things like the returning price for the Vault, the returning price for the G7. With the EVA rate coming back and the EVA rate being good, they probably could have bumped up the price for that, but they haven't. And there are not really a lot of other guns which have changed as well. But also with the Vault and G7 returning as ground loot, the Bocek and the Rampage are no longer purchasable in arenas, which thank goodness for that, because too many people would use the Bocek on me and I would constantly die. And the same with the Rampage as well. A lot of people would use the Rampage on me when they weren't really the best at the game, and I would die to dumb things as well. But yeah, only a few small changes. Like I said, there's nothing changed to ranked, nothing changed to matchmaking. Hopefully further down the line they do change, but let's not get our hopes up here.